Good afternoon, YouTube family. As welcome back to Bixby69. BIXBY69 on your YouTube channel. Cameraman, stop messing with the camera. Good help is hard to find. Good help is hard to find. Yes, indeed. Especially at stores, like retail stores and stores. It's like Walmart's like one of the worst. Now I can't say all employees. That will be a lie, but I will say the majority of them, and that's the truth. They want the top dollar. They want the top dollar pay, but they really want to do the work. You ask them for some assistance. Ask them where this item is. Like, ooh, they're like over there. It's like, okay, an aisle number, letter. Is it next to the popcorn or is it next to the Cool Whip? I used to work at the grocery stores years ago, and that's, we took pride in our work. And it was out back in California, and it was, union store. It means union wages and benefits, really good benefits. And I started there when I was 16. A store called Safeway, which they were like the parent company of Vons and a Pavilion, and now they own Albertsons and so forth. But way back when, all of a sudden, the position was called courteous clerk. Courteous clerk is supposed to say bag boy, bag girl, bagger, bag of the groceries. You help them to the car, you bring the shopping carts, blah blah blah. I was getting paid $4.90 an hour, which was great. Get paid every week, and until this, my mom told me one day, she goes, Casey. Yes, I'm Casey, and Bixby's Bixby. She goes, Case, you get paid more than I do per hour. This was 1986. I know, right? And when she told me that, I'm like, oh God. Yeah, isn't that kick in the pants? 16 years old. First real job. Well, I had a newspaper route before then. From the age of 9 to 16. Then when I turned 16, I figured I was time to move on to something better, and it was. Yeah, when Mom says, you get paid more than I do, I felt bad. And then looking back on it, I should have said, does that mean I have to pay all the bills? Then don't get me wrong, I did help, when help was needed and when she asked, and I did all the grocery shopping and stuff, and Mom got paid every 2 weeks, so I get paid every week, and we get paid on Thursdays, and that was way back then where you could just cash your check at the store. It was great. I just signed my name and handed it to one of the cashiers. They had, it was like, I don't know, every week it was, because I was, getting the same hours, so it was like, they were $69 and change, or like a little over 70, and I'm like, I still got money from the week before, I get more. Yes, even as a young lad, I was very frugal with my money, or my older brother said I was tight. But who came to who when it came to borrow money? He came to the Bank of Casey. But I don't know why I'm sharing that with you all. It's like I get like 1 or 2 people watch this video first 30 seconds, so that's about it. But yeah, it's weird. Good old days. Oh, what's Safeway? Safeway store 649. Almost forgot. What was it, 649? That's the store number. Excuse me. I've been coughing all morning. I do have a cough drop in my mouth. Sorry. And I think $6.94. I think it was. Anyway, city, San Mateo, California. Uh, it was on Delaware Street, Delaware Peninsula, where San Mateo and Burlingame meet the Bay Area in California. Still there. A lot of people will refer to as the Woodlake Safeway because it's right there in the little Plaza Shopping Center next to, I guess they're condos. They were fancy ass shit way back in the day. But yeah, there was like when I first working there. Well, that's my mom and me used to shop there. It was ideal to work there. I mean, I knew the store itself. I knew a lot of the employees and by name and so forth. And my first day, like, hey, you're the guy that shops here. I was like, but there you go. It's not too close. So I don't see my fatness. Yeah, that was 1986. Wow. Sometimes seems like yesterday, and sometimes seems like 1,000 years ago. Yeah. Good times until I got injured on the job. Yeah. I I had no plans of quitting. I had no plans. I thought, here's a good job, and as I got older, because at least back then you couldn't be in the only position you could be if you're under 18 was my position. Let's just call it bagger. Until you're 18, well, I started when I was 16, and I got some new baggers. Of course, I became one of the head baggers because that ones either got promoted or they went on to other things and training other baggers who were older than me. It was just weird. So they became checkers and so forth, and they get paid more money. I'm still bagging fucking groceries. But no, I got hurt. It's not necessarily carpal tunnel. It wasn't. It was, yeah. Went to my doctors, went to see their doctors. It was horrible. I was, out of work on disability or temporary disability. Well, workman's comp, actually. For over 6 months, came back to work and new store manager, new most, a lot of new checkers, a lot of new baggers, and it was a strange vibe. It wasn't comfortable. And I guess, I don't know, mind over matter or whatever. My wrists start bugging me again and I just couldn't continue. But initially, when we go back to the beginning, I thought, okay, I'll stay there, work and retire, because it's really good, retirement and like it's called pension and all that good stuff. But years and years and later, I did go back to the grocery business. And again, I was like, man, if I had, because I know at one point you could retire if your years worked and your age combined to like 85. You work and depends what you're, how much you're getting paid. Some guys, retired and they're getting $3,000 a month plus in retirement. And I could retire to like almost my age right now. But it wasn't meant to be. I really strongly suggest to young folks out there, try to get a job, try to get a union job. Now, I'm living in Tennessee now in the grocery stores. They're not union. And the pay's not there. And the union, even back home, are not as strong as they used to be. We used to get, better benefits. And benefits have been altered and negotiated and renegotiated with the stores. And, then there's like the pay scales. They're like, no. If anybody's hired now, they're not going to get paid the same as it used to, to start. Right? Things are different now. But I think overall, it's still ideal, to work for the company that's union. The way I looked at it when I was a kid, because I was 16, I was, my monthly union dues, I think it was like $30 a month, I think, roughly. And I looked at it this way. I was paying for my insurance. That's how I looked at it. Oh gosh, like I said, sometimes I feel like it was yesterday. Time flies, regardless if you're having fun or not. You know. Anyhow, wow, over 10 minutes. Wow. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone. Our 32 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging in there. If you got any suggestions or thoughts, drop us comments or email. Excuse me. I had to pause for a moment because of the coughing. Email is Bixby, Bixby, the number 82 at yahoo.com. It's Bixby 82 at yahoo.com. Yeah, drop us a email. Just mention that YouTube above, whatever, so I know what the email was referring to. And yeah, I had 33 the other day. Like, woohoo! That's awesome, right? And I posted a couple more videos that dropped into 32. I'm like, okay, that's still awesome, but why? Why go back and unsubscribe? If I unsubscribe to everyone's I subscribe to, well, at least my old YouTube account, I'll be there all day. Unsubscribe. Sound like I'm a FUD. I'm Elmo FUD. Oh, almost 12 minutes on this. Woohoo! Excuse me. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people say, why don't you make longer videos? Even the shorts, the short ones, sometimes people don't watch more than 2-3 seconds. Well, yeah, because your content's not exciting. I'm opening up on this one, okay? My age now, I'm 55, be 56. You know what? I don't care. My birthday is July 4th, okay? Born July 4th, 1969. I'll be 56 years old this July 4th. Currently 55, okay? You want some identity? Go ahead. Yeah, I'm sure that's been done before. Oh, you can get, charge accounts my name. Like, good luck to get one. Blood type A plus. What else do you want to know? Sex. I'd rather really not say because it's embarrassing. Not often. Oh, sex is what gender? Male. So not that often. Oh, well, by myself, yeah, quite often. But not often with anyone else, which is fine. Sometimes that's better that way. I don't look directly in the camera, but, I just zone off sometimes. Do I miss California? You bet. I do miss home. But that whole area has changed a lot. I was watching one of those walker tours. The guy's name is Robert. He's from Canada. Currently living, I think, near San Francisco. His channel name is West Coast Walker. West Coast Walker. And the other day he was in my old town, San Mateo, and also in Burlingame, where I went to high school, and especially San Mateo, see the part of B Street was blocked off to vehicle traffic. So much have changed. So many new buildings, and it was just weird. I mean, I knew a lot of the changes, been following different groups on Facebook, but to actually see a video that's done that day or the day before, it's really weird. So I'm like, yeah, right here's that. Oh, shit, it's gone. And right over there, oh, shit, that's gone. Well, he was at Central Park, and he went to the Japanese tea gardens, and that was a special place. My heart, and it was a live stream looking, oh, you gotta check out the rose garden or whatever, and that wasn't there when I used to go through there when I was a kid. Because believe me, I remember that. But we still got the Japanese tea gardens, which was pretty cool. Um, yeah, you know, the expression "you can't go home again." Well, I think that really means like you can go home, but things are not going to be the same as they were before. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, then he went to one of the cemeteries in the area in San Bruno, across from Tanforan Mall. The cemetery is called Golden Gate National Cemetery, and both of my parents were laid to rest there. My dad was in the service. Why? Yes, that's part of the National Cemetery, like the one in Arlington, Virginia. This is well, some of the graves there at the Golden Gate National in San Bruno. I know a few times I just drove around to look at some older graves, the headstones, and some go back to the 1800s. You know, just a beautiful, beautiful cemetery. I like cemeteries. Cemeteries to me are peaceful. They're just, I don't know. It's just something about them. They're quiet. They're peaceful. You know, them most mom's relatives are buried up the road in Colma, cemetery called Holy Cross. Joe DiMaggio is laid there. Oh, excuse me. That was rude of me. I'm sorry. Yeah, my mom's parents were there. A couple of her brothers, her aunt, her sister-in-laws were there. Her nephews there. Her other brother, my Uncle Bernie's in Cemetery. I think that I didn't know about the cemetery until his daughter passed away. My cousin Mo, short for Maureen, what's Maureen, Uncle Bernie, Aunt Mary, that's his wife. I think it's called St. Joseph, and that's in the yeah, near was it Aragon? Oh. Alameda de los Pugas. I think that's how you pronounce it. Translation: the Avenue of Fleas. That's what I've been told. Yeah. No, I got two cousins. I got more than two cousins. But yeah, but to mom's siblings, we got one left. Auntie Marge. She's a retired Catholic nun, 60 plus years as a nun. Yep, she's the head penguin. Quack 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 quack. Or, when I was a little kid, she used to come around for different like family functions and stuff, and she still had to wear what they call the nun habit. And a little kid, I'm like, who is it? Who's this penguin? It's like she's like 7'5", and well, she did wear big size shoes. I think size 11, and very firm handshake. Like, sort of missed out far. He's like, that lady's a dude. Yeah, so that's the last of the Mohicans on that. And, God bless her. Yeah. Yeah. So Auntie Marge for Margaret. Her nun name is Sister Lorraine of Sisters of Mercy out of Burlingame, California. Beautiful property. I had never been up there, but what I seen on the inner line, it's worth a lot of money. The property. Yeah, she lives there, and they got a vehicle. I mean, my mom, her sister, even said she has no worries. Everything's taken care of for her. It really is. God bless her. But oh my God, almost 20 minutes. Oh my goodness. You all wanted one. Here I am. I'm opening up. My mom passed away from stage 4 breast cancer. Stage 4 means it has spread to the other parts of the body. She passed away October 22nd, 2005. Then 5 years later, on October 20th, 2010, my brother passed away. That didn't see or spoke to. Last time was right after Mom passed away. Yeah, but it was difficult. My brother passed away for complications of a meth overdose. I believe he knew Mom's anniversary of her passing was coming up. I believe he was trying to self-medicate. Either he did too much, or it was somebody cut it with something they shouldn't cut it with. Yeah. So I'm pretty much an orphan now. My dad passed away way back in 91. Yeah, so I consider myself an orphan. I came to Tennessee in 2008 after Mom passed away. Just, got a job, lost a job, got a job, lost a job, eviction, homelessness. Yes, I slept in a car. Grateful for that. Life is strange. Life is unpredictable at times. But I really do believe, the saying, God doesn't give you anything harder than you can handle. It's life lessons, learning experience. Like I said, you guys want it, so I'm 22 minutes. I'm opening up. Pretty much like an open book, Yes, I do have depression, and when it's really bad, usually at night, we get ready for bed when it's kind of quiet, got the TV on, and my brain just going and going and going. Can't slow it down. And that sucks. Well, whenever I say to someone else who has depression, oh yeah, I know how you feel. I have it too. No. It's the same thing when Mom passed away. People go, oh, I know how you feel. I lost my mom and blank, blank, blank. No. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. So I learned that when people say about, oh yeah, I lost my mom to that. Well, my condolences to you as well. You don't know how I feel. You can relate, but you don't know how I feel. Because you're not in my skin, literally. Okay? My heart is not in your chest. Think about that. Until that day, don't say, I know how you feel. My heart is in my chest, not yours, and vice versa. So I don't know how it is, how you feel. I can relate, but I don't know how you feel. Alright, I gotta get going. It's like almost 23 and a half minutes on this thing. I don't know, probably gonna call the title of the video Casey Opens Up. Oh, I'm fat. Yes, I'm fat. Anyhow, I guess the word of the day is anyhow, right? I gotta get going. Talk to y'all soon, and thank you. Bottom of my heart, thank you again for everyone that's been watching. For the ones who subscribe, thank you. For the one who subscribed and unsubscribed, thank you. And again, you're all loved. Okay? Because that's God honest truth. You're all loved. Alright, people. Thank you.